All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the true power with General Sarasun SETI. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to heavy. I want you to get over there, family. Support Patreon, General SETI, 500 exclusive live streams. We got that serious work over there. To all the family out there want to donate to the General, man. The links right there in the chat, in the video description. Appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up, like it because you love it. We got kingseti.com, online marketplace, all the products you ever could want. You feel me? We got exciting clothing, t-shirts, hoodies, and all of that, family. Get over there and check it out. Support the General. And here we go, family. We talking about, once again, we got some crazy shit going on with some lab monkeys. Have, the motherfucking truck and flipped over out on the expressway. And some goddamn crazy ass monkeys then got away. You don't know what they infect. They lab monkeys. So, here we go again where motherfucking crazy ass disease pop up. Some crazy ass virus pop up. You understand? Because they say the goddamn monkeys went wild on their ass. Say the monkeys went wild and shit. I don't know, man. What the fuck? They went to whooping ass? I don't know. Motherfucker reached up there and grabbed the motherfucker while he was driving and beat the shit out of him. I don't know. But they saying the monkey, if you got them locked up, I don't know what they could do. You see what I'm saying? I mean, motherfucking tase their ass, hit their ass with that electric tase or whatever the fuck you got to do. But anyway, they didn't let these monkeys. It was in Mississippi. And so it's another showing you that at any given time, man, it could be some crazy shit going on out here, and we got to be prepared for it. We got to be prepared for it at all times. And so you might as well start getting prepared. For any type of, illnesses, you better build your motherfucking immune system up. You better keep your immune system on optimal levels at any given time. You cannot have no weak immune system out here, man, because even if you got a strong, you still might not be able to, withstand. But you got a better chance of withstanding any type of flu, cold, if you got a strong immune system. You might can throw that shit off before it could take hold on you. You see, but if you're out here with a weak immune system, your diet is poor, you're putting a lot of poison in your body. You see, you ain't on your vitamins and minerals and shit. Your blood is full of all type of poison and shit. Then you got a weak immune system, and if something jump on you, your body ain't gonna be at optimal level to defend against some shit like that. So I am about my health. I am about being strong, making sure you're working out. You know what I'm saying? Making sure you're working out, making sure you're getting that good water in your body. Keep, getting all that shit, flushing that shit out your body. Keeping your blood moving and shit, and keeping that fresh, optimal level of blood flowing, and keeping them white blood cells out there ready to get on some shit. You see what I'm saying? But if your blood flow is lethargic and shit because you got a lot of poison in it, you see the white blood cells not going to be able to get to where it need to get to. If you're at optimal level, then them goddamn white blood cells, they like pit bull terriers in the goddamn blood. They'll run up on some shit, lock on some shit. You see, if your body is healthy, then you got more white blood cells that'll jump on some shit real quick. It won't even be able to take hold. You understand what I'm saying? Get on that shit. So, you got to know, to keep that's about revolution. We talking, yes it is. It is, but it don't make you no goddamn deity. It just making you smart. You understand what I'm saying? To protect yourself in a society where all type of crazy viruses, all type of incidents that are, that could, plague not only the country but the planet. Starting from one location, and the shit can just run rampant across the whole goddamn globe. That's crazy. And so you have to learn from shit. You can't keep falling from for the goddamn banana in the tailpipe all the motherfucking time. You see, it's time, to get your hands on some of them vitamins and shit. I remember back when the, when the COVID was out there, motherfuckers couldn't get their hands on that zinc. You understand? They couldn't get a hand on a lot of that vitamin C. That shit was gone off the shelves and shit. You know what I'm saying? You had to have that. You got to have it. You got to have, you know what I'm saying? When you get you get you a bottle, you had to get a big bottle of that shit. You see, when you see shit is you get 2 of them. You see what I'm saying? Get 3 of them, if you and then, if it lasts for a year or if the date on it is 4 years, so then throw the shit away after a year, get you some more. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Black Power family, get you some more. Get you some zinc, get you some C's, get you some D's. Stock up on that shit. You see what I'm saying? Prepare. Get you some goddamn medicine. That too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers talk about, motherfucker, that work too. Goddamn it, when something on your head and shit, you need some pain pills and shit sometime. You understand? Your ass gonna be dead, nigga. Your ass gonna be in hella pain. Because you didn't, you got to have it all. You see what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be real. You got to have it all. You can't be without nothing. You got to have the vitamins and the minerals and shit. Got to have that, and you got to have some other shit. You know what I'm saying? When shit get, real wicked. You know what I'm saying? You have to work it all sometimes. Ain't nothing wrong with that, especially depending on the level in which you didn't got sick. But this is just the world that we in. Yeah, motherfuckers talking about, man, I ain't taking no bust your motherfucking head. That's the first thing you gonna ask for. Motherfucker, you ain't gonna be talking about give me a vitamin D, give me a motherfucking man, like, a motherfucker gonna be up in the hospital talking about, man, goddamn, can I get a Demerol? Can I get some IV pain medicine? Nigga, that shit don't work when you got broken bones and nigga, your head busted and shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be too natural and say, man, I'm just going to, you can go right on ahead. Hey, bring me that Demerol. My head busted. You feel what I'm saying? Hook me on up. You see what I'm saying? Go on and hit me. I want to go to sleep. You understand what I'm saying? Fuck all that. Y'all niggas too goddamn natural. But on an everyday basis, no, that ain't what you do. You always get in there and you fortify your body with everything that's natural. You see? Yeah, say Remus monkeys escape these. Yeah, wait, let me see what family talking about. But what was they, you know what I'm saying? What was the monkeys, you understand? What was they? Let me get my comments up in here. I just need, here we go. Yeah, they always, you know what I'm saying, and let the motherfucking monkey go out there bite a goddamn squirrel go bite the cat go scratch the dog, and for long one of these Neanderthals in there love to keep the goddamn dog. And some of you niggas is nigga Neanderthals. Y'all in there, y'all kissing the dog too now. You see what I'm saying? Y'all just want to be so like the Neanderthal. They in there kissing the dog sleeping with them too. Giving them all, you understand what I'm saying? Wake up with blisters on their lips and shit and all type of shit. Dog then went in there and licked their nuts and shit and all of that. And all, how animals do. They go lick each other and get the ticks and fleas out of each other cold and shit. Go lick each other in the ass and shit. And then they go to sleep with them and kiss them all in the mouth. Dog go, and then they wake up with big blisters on their lips and shit. And this, that, and the third. Psychotic niggas. Nothing but psychotic Negroes that don't know no better other than to try to be to be one with the beast. That's all they try to do. Ain't got no higher thinking, no higher frequency. It's so right for everybody to be equal and the same. And you the primordial. You know what I'm saying? You here for a reason. Your purpose here is above and beyond all others, and that's real talk. And you done lost the way. You following behind the Neanderthal. You understand what I'm saying? And you can look up on the walls and shit. When the Greeks and the freaks, you understand, they got all that shit up on the wall. And half horse, half man, half dog, half man. Yeah, we had that up there, but we understood that wasn't two things that came together. It was a consciousness. We understand that Tahuti being the Ibis was a symbolic of wisdom and shit. But when you look up on they actually had relationship. A human and a horse and all of this shit come up with the what they call them up, what they call them motherfuckers? Centaur. Yeah, the centaurs, yeah. Yeah, you motherfuckers in there, the Minotaur, the half bull, half man. I say, what? And read the story, it shocked me. I say, what the fuck is these people talking about? The bull, the woman, and the bull. I say, what the fuck? I'm in shock. I say, oh no, y'all out of pocket. You nasty Neanderthal, out of pocket. No. No, sir. We cannot fuck with y'all. Y'all on some other shit. Way out of you talking about some alien. Even the alien probably don't do no shit like that. They come down here see y'all motherfucker, they're gonna jump right on that motherfucking UFO and kick that bitch into warp speed. They're gonna hit that motherfucker and get the fuck out of here. Like, what the fuck? Even the aliens ain't doing no shit like that. Unnatural shit like that. Aliens look at that shit and say, oh no, this is a planet of goddamn sick motherfuckers. Let me get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? This is what we dealing with. But see, y'all didn't want to, when I dropped that, niggas didn't want to believe me. Now everybody want to, put this up and put that up and act like, yeah, I've been showed y'all that. But they just show you, motherfucker, you out here with some monkeys. Yeah. You got to come with the right, you got to come with the right security. You can't be out here and you got some wild, man, them monkeys' teeth be bigger than the motherfucker. Man, they'll bite down on you, and they probably had did something to them monkeys. Yeah, the splicing and shit. Yeah, they did something to them monkeys. Them monkeys was ready to whoop their ass. They been in there probably tasing their ass, and you understand, been hitting them with all type of shit, and now they, kidnapped the monkey and put the monkey in the cage and been poking his ass with all type of shit and trying to spread different diseases with the animals and shit. And they experimenting on motherfucker. Now the monkey ready to have a revolution. The goddamn animals is ready to have a revolution in this motherfucker. Even nature is calling out for freedom and liberation. You see? Even the goddamn nature is calling out for freedom and liberation. We got to understand that this is the time. You see? Say we need a round table about how do we, yeah, we do. We do. But into the meantime, we can individually build. So when we have a round table, it's worth our time. We just ain't talking around in circles. We got to know when we sit down, that's why we had to individually build. You see what I'm saying? On an individual level. As long as we doing that, you see what I'm saying? When we do sit down and have a round table, and sometimes the round table got to come together in the heat of the moment. You see what I'm saying? In the heat of the motherfucking moment. Because sometimes, that's, motherfuckers are sabotage. You get to talking round table. That's too too much like, you what the word is when you telegraph, you move and shit. You know what I'm saying? You had to do it in like the brothers, and we had to do that like our family did back. You understand, quietly without even motherfucker knowing. You had to know a motherfucker for real. Cannot be advertised on the internet or no. You got to know a motherfucker for real. So the round tables got to start in the cities, right where people's is at. You see what I'm saying? Where they could talk to a motherfucker face to face and announce the round table face to face without no phone or none of that shit. You see, because there's too many nothing ass Negroes out here today. They looking to compromise you. You see, when you don't agree, it be the nigga next to you. And they keep looking overseas and talking about it be the nigga next to you that compromise you. That's why I want to tell you that. You know, don't let no motherfucker keep talking about, look at that nigga. No, nigga, why is you keep, you overemphasizing that, nigga? Why is you, man, them niggas over there, boy, they don't like you. And nigga, you might not like me neither, but goddamn, why you overemphasizing these niggas over here? What about you, nigga? You understand what I'm saying? It's always the nigga closest to you trying to bring you down. So you had to balance that approach. Yes, you look at, adversaries that could be coming from afar, but most definitely the motherfucker that got the greatest opportunity to take you out is the nigga right next to you. The nigga that say you his homie. They painted homies to set their own motherfucking brothers up. They do this shit every goddamn day. So watch these niggas. Man, them niggas ain't, who is you, nigga? You done came out of nowhere, nigga. You ain't been doing nothing. You ain't been doing a goddamn thing. At no time in your life. You got to watch all these old niggas that start old and ain't never laid no platform or you know what I'm saying, accomplishment and achievement. Nigga just show up out of nowhere. All of a sudden now he wanna he wanna deter motherfuckers from building with family and shit like that. Old ass nigga. Find you somewhere, nigga. Go find you a goddamn bingo game to join. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, go find a bingo game. Nigga, go to the oldie but goodies. You know what I'm saying? Go and listen to some oldie but goodies and sit your ass down. You off the battlefield, nigga. You shouldn't be trying to, we out here trying to do a greater work. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta go on and get you some goddamn orange juice and sit your old ass down. You know what I'm saying? We'll hook you up. You need a little half pint or something. We'll hook you up, nigga. You understand? Go sit your ass on the porch with the rest of the old men. Y'all talk about the old days and lead this goddamn battlefield to some young generals, nigga, that, you understand what I'm saying, got the ability to unite, you understand, brothers and sisters across dividing lines. See, that's the amazing shit. See, this is the thing about the general. See, and I'm just an anomaly because I can build this type of, unity across the board. And see, you old niggas can't even get right with your house, nigga. You can't even get right with your house, nigga. You can't even get right with the nigga next door ready to bust your motherfucking head. You see what I'm saying? You when you look out the door, nigga, you got to look both ways to make sure that the nigga next door don't come across that goddamn porch with a rake and bust your motherfucking head open, nigga. You see what I'm saying? Because you ain't even right with the motherfucker next door. What's up, nephew? Be in here talking black power. Goddamn it, listen to me. I need to know if my family out here support the general. You understand what I'm saying? Motherfuckers keep talking. If you down with the general, you support the general, I want you to put a black power fist in the chat right now, goddamn it, or get up out my goddamn, or get the hell up out of my chat. If you ain't down with the general, I need you to get the hell up out. But if you goddamn it, put a muscle in that motherfucker. Yeah, put a muscle up in that motherfucker. Put a black power fist or 100. Put something in the motherfucking comment. Let me know you down with the general. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, these motherfuckers out here, and that motherfucker still got y'all see that motherfucker? They say SETI, yeah, that motherfucker still knock a motherfucker out. You feel what I'm saying? You see that motherfucker sitting up? Yeah, look at that motherfucker. That motherfucker sitting up. That's a motherfucking rock, nigga. You see what I'm saying? That's that power, nigga. Ain't no nigga. I'm still a general, nigga. You see what I'm saying? I can lead you in and lead you out. You feel what I'm saying? Listen to me. I can lead you in and lead you out, nigga, in that situation. Believe me. You feel me? Then did that. You feel me? Then did it many times. These niggas need to retire from the game. You feel me? You're not no longer needed on the field. You're no longer needed on the field. You're making unnecessary commotion and shit, you know, keeping division up with the family members out here when they need somebody that could unify. You see, that could unify and bridge the gap between these petty beefs that these old niggas and these other niggas want to swim in the petty beefs. Every time they open up their mouth, they don't talk about nothing of high frequency. You know what I'm saying? They can't miss a day on low frequency. They can't miss. They swim in that shit. You feel me? And you cannot listen to me. You got to rise above. Listen to me. You see, when you look at the ancient Egyptians, you see organized, true, but organized. But at the same time, you must organize, but you got to also work on self, because you cannot organize with a bunch of niggas that have not worked on self. And that's where we get critical. You understand what I'm saying? Where we want to organize, but it's not enough motherfuckers working on self. So when we get ready to get in a movement and you get a lot of us into a room, you can never get nothing accomplished because niggas is so low frequency that as soon as you get to talking, it's going to be disagreement. And I'm talking about disagreeing to the point that you can't get past the disagreement. You can't say, okay, and be, be stable enough where you can understand, okay, we don't have to agree on this today. Niggas be ready to go to blows. Niggas be ready to go to blows at a meeting. I can't fuck with you niggas. I'd rather go on and deal with a small group that's ready to work. We can get some, whatever it is, get some land, do something, get some businesses or whatever. I'd rather work with a small, you got to start small. You can't start big. You got to start small and give a motherfuckers a blueprint on how it can be done. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say it's lineage, but it's also spiritual lineage. It's also lineage and frequency. If you ain't on a higher level and all you want to talk about is dumb shit and all you want to do is start low, you don't want to start high. You can start high and then you can speak on some, some shit that's low frequency that this is what's keeping us. But start high. Don't start the motherfucking live stream low frequency. Watch these niggas. Watch them. And if that's you, take your bitch ass on over there. If every time you start a live stream, you got to start low frequency, negativity, whether it need to, you start high. You deal with the higher goal, the higher standards, the higher aspirations. Deal with that. And if you got time to, speak on some if that's what you tend to do, go right on ahead. If some things need to be discussed, go right on ahead. But if you got to go low frequency, all the video, low frequency, attack. You see what I'm saying? Now I got to come and I'm gonna go high frequency. See, the thing is about my eye, when you look at the feather of my eye, you got to understand what that feather means. You got to be light as a feather. What does that? That means you got to ascend. You got to ascend. It's this mental weight. You understand? This negativity that's holding you down. You see what I'm saying? All this negative clutter that's holding you down. In order to be light as a feather, that means to ascend. Let that shit go. Let the shackles of negativity shake that shit up off of you. You understand what I'm saying? So you can ascend and you can look, you be above these niggas and you look down on them. You so high up, nigga, you looking down on these niggas. You see what I'm saying? You ain't with these niggas no more. If you go low frequency with these niggas, you weighted down. You down here with these niggas. You see what I'm saying? That's what they want you to do. They want you to be weighted down with all the negative clutter that they talk about every day. They want that type of, where, they got company in negativity. But when you let that shit go, that don't mean you don't deal with it. You deal with it from a higher level. Because if you ascend, you're not engaging with these kind of niggas. And you see every move that they make, you above these niggas. So they ain't no threat to you no more. It look like, like the monkeys and shit. When they get to playing with each other and chitter chatter. You know, you see the little monkeys running around and shit and throwing shit at one another. You know how you be seeing monkeys, they'll pick up some shit and throw it at each other and shit. And you know, they be running and taking and getting fleas off each other back and shit and this, that. That's because you didn't rise above them. You have risen to a higher frequency. You see what I'm saying? It's not that you dealing with the issue. You dealing by living on a higher frequency. They can't attack you like that. There's your defense is invincible. You cannot be, you know, attacked like that. So the shit that they crying about is because they on the same frequency as the motherfuckers that's attacking them, and they all slinging mud just like the monkeys and shit that you see on National Geographic and shit. Be light as a feather. Take the higher road. You see what I'm saying? And fuck with people that fuck with you on your level. Wherever it's at. If a motherfucker don't respect you, they don't identify with your frequency, do not fuck with them. It ain't about no group. It's about the individuals. And that's what they fooling y'all, talking about a group. And every group is a bunch, and majority of them niggas ain't but a bunch of motherfucking backstabbing ass niggas. And I don't give a fuck what group it's in. You see what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. You see, it's no group. There is no group. It's individuals moving on the frequency. Individuals that's moving on the frequency of liberation. And once you recognize that, you won't be weighted down by no group. Yes, I'm about Pan-Africanism. Yes, I am about black nationalism, but it's a frequency. I know what motherfuckers ain't on it, and I ain't forcing them to be on it neither. And I ain't forced to fuck with them neither. And because I'm not forced to do that, and I understand that I don't have to sit up here and make videos about motherfuckers that it don't rock with me on my frequency. I don't have to do that. Because my life is in a whole nother direction. They can't fuck with me. There's no way for them to attack me because my defense mechanisms is invincible. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all continue to sit out there and slang mud and shit at each other. Go right on ahead. Will not be me. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of the ideologies that y'all talk about are legitimate ideologies. But like I said, when you come from a higher frequency, you can deal with that without, you know, throwing whole groups. And I will say it in that sense, whole groups. Motherfucker talk about Africa as a whole. Ain't never been to Africa. You deal with some low frequency niggas and you throw everybody in which is insane. Because like I say, I'm a boss, nigga. I went to Africa and they treated me like a boss. You's a bitch, nigga, and you went to Africa and they treated you like a bitch, nigga. That's frequency, nigga. That's just all it is to it. You see, I'm just going to be 1,000 with you. You understand? You didn't go to Africa and get played on. Yeah, you got played on. You got played on over here. You's a bitch nigga. You see what I'm saying? Your frequency go wherever you go. You didn't just go to Africa and get played on. You got played on over here because you was a bitch ass nigga over here. And then you fled over there and got played on. And now you want to cry and say, oh, the African. You was a bitch ass nigga. You know what I mean? This game is to be sold, not told. You can't go over there like ain't no niggas over there ready to play on a nigga. You was a fool ass nigga. So now you mad and shit because you got played on. But bitch nigga, you got played on right here. But the thing is, they'll blow what an African do to a nigga. They'll blow that up and goddamn little Charlie done just robbed two niggas out and played on two niggas just the other day. You understand? Everybody in the hood talking about it. But you don't throw everybody that's FBA under the bus for what little Charlie did. He did the same thing. Lied to motherfuckers, got their money and shit. You know, understand? Told the old woman down the block, you know, he be right back. You know, he gonna cut her grass. Got $50. Nigga never showed back up. You see, playing on niggas and shit. These niggas do that shit right now, right today. You see? You know, they do that shit right now, but see, this is the thing. We got to deal with frequency. You understand? We got to deal with frequency. Once we deal with frequency, we'll get out of this shit. You will deal with, when you engage with individuals, you work with them how they work with you. You see, motherfucker, you cut them off. That way, the frequency is for everybody. It ain't no attacking no one group or attacking this group and attacking that. You deal with people on an individual level. If they do not abide by what your standards or how you live and how you want people to engage in, you got the right to cut them off. Simple as that. All right, family. And at the end of the day, we is teaching through particular subjects. We were talking about the lab monkeys, but a lot of these niggas out here is lab monkeys too. So we have to, we got two subjects in one. So we'll be black, man. Get on over there to Patreon. The general is in the house. You feel what I'm saying? Get over there to kingseti.com and support the general, man. Cause hey, like they say, black power ain't dead. It's all in your head, nigga. Black power ain't dead. It's all in your head. Revolution not coming is already here. You feel what I'm saying? Thank you, family. We got a brother that jumped on with the membership. Here we go. I tried to put it up there. Did it get away from me? Let me put that up there. There you go, right there. In the house. You see what I'm saying? Valley Vale in the house. You see what I'm saying? Okay, family, I appreciate you joining the team. Man, all the family out there, man, I'm about to step this shit up. Believe me. You understand what I'm saying? Motherfuckers talking shit. I'm gonna see, nigga. I'm going in the paint. I'm gonna see if you can fuck with me. I'm going in the paint. And I'm gonna see if motherfuckers can fuck with me. You see what I'm saying? Real talk. Thank y'all for being here, and I'll be black soon. This is General Sarasu SETI saying, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass beast daily, liberation through African education and confrontation. Boom, black power.